G'day, Doggies fans, all things Bulldogs. We've got a special update here. It's Addin Fonua-Blake, one of the top 4 props in the game for last year, and he's only getting better. Great step, great footwork, hard to stop, holds up the middle, high tackle percentage, really good player. Has requested an immediate release to go home to Sydney because he wants to see his parents and stuff. He's reportedly on $1 million a season. The Dogs would need to pay that in full, I'd say, for the Warriors to entertain a release. And maybe there could be a player that goes to them as well that we might also pay for. I'm not sure. But we will see. Good relationship between the two clubs. And whilst it's not ideal for Addin for the Warriors at all, this guy is one of the top 4 or 5 props in the game. Would be a game changer for us to have him play, 20 plus games a season. He's worth every cent. Add to that Josh Curran at lock, Preston and Kickow on your edge. Throw in Max King with the developing other players in the side. But what does this all mean? What does this all mean? I've heard some good conspiracy theories presented that all these other signings we're looking at that haven't been announced yet, the Hutchinsons, the Turpins, the Takiahos, the Kurt Manns, might all just be a smokescreen, so people didn't look in where they weren't supposed to, and this was something. And the Dogs have been talking to him for a while, or knew about his situation, and didn't want the Warriors to know. I don't know. There's lots of different things that have come up, but if the Bulldogs, Flanagan's the hot topic, but I don't see how the Dragons have the room that the Dogs have got. People, they're talking about us at the moment, but they don't know our salary cap situation. But there's going to have to be a whole bunch of players that don't play next year that are in the top 30. You're looking at RFM, you're looking at Torpene, you're looking at probably even some of these young guys, and Hoffman, and maybe even Hayes Perham. Maybe he makes a move back to New Zealand. Could there be a player swap? A couple of players go back to the Warriors, and we pay out his full contract and some of theirs. We could literally afford it. But I don't see how Takiaho fits into it, but he could. If you get Takiaho and Fonua-Blake into your side, both are Tongan. That means we've lost one Tongan and got 2 more. Would be fantastic. But there'd have to be some sort of movement of players. I do believe there's $1 million there free, but there's too many players. Like the last week, I think I named 40 when I was going through it. And we've got to whittle that down to 30. So, yeah, we'll just have to see what happens with it. But Addin Fonua-Blake is an absolute champion of a player. They're saying that the Dragons are winning the race for him. And Shane Flanagan's expressed his interest, of course. But I think the Bulldogs would be the ones that would come to play here. I can see this panning out. There's been lots of talk about lots of things, Payne, Haas, Tino, Fasua, Wally. With this guy wanting to go home, it's not going to be a Ben Hunt situation where they force him to stay. It's just family and the culture. It's just it wouldn't even be talked about. They're obviously going to try and make sure that they look after themselves, the Warriors, and get the best sort of deal that they can do. But I'm pretty sure they will sort this out. Reece Walsh, to think that they've lost Josh Curran, Reece Walsh, and now Addin Fonua-Blake. They had players retire on them that have come back this year. So you've got the likes of the RTS, and the other guy, sorry, I forgot his name, but he was a really good young half, and he retired early, but he's coming back. They've had so many players that have left for different reasons. I feel sorry for them, but I think they've got the right coach there. They've got the right system in place. They know how to get things happening. Cameron George has said the club's considering the request. 27 years old. He's played 97 games for Manly and I think 65 for the Warriors. So there we go. Yeah, so the Dragons are pretty active in the market. Look, apparently 1.2 million a season for Joey Manu. Ben Hunt, what's he on? 800 or 900. I think Jaden Sullivan frees him up 400 or 500. DeBellin's on a fair bit of money. They've got an $800,000 centre as well in Zach Lomax. Yeah, good luck to them. I don't see it. But, Shane knows how to stretch the salary cap. He did it successfully at the Sharks. Apparently, in their premiership season, though, they didn't breach it. Anyway, I like Kyle. And I don't mind listening to Shane on Fox Sports. I don't mind the guy. I didn't mind him as a coach. But the reality is reality. He's a salary cap cheat. Just like the Bulldogs used to be. All right. So that's all I've got on that. I think we've got to make it happen. I don't see how some of these others fit into the picture. But possibly, we do need two extra big props. If it's Takiaho and Fonua-Blake, that's fine. Then you got Max King, you got Ryan Sutton as your next, and Liam Knight with Jamin Salmon. It makes complete sense to me. There's some depth there. Fingers crossed that it works out for the Bulldogs. Fingers crossed. Anyway, that was just my little take on it. I think we need to do everything in our power to get this guy into our club. He'll look good in a Bulldogs jersey, believe me. Absolutely suited to it. And, yeah, that brings a new dimension to our forward pack. That immediately makes us top 8 contenders. With him in the side and Josh Curran and Kikau and the like. That's Preston, Marnie. Then you've got a forward pack that's going to take care of its halves. We just needed that one big fella that's proven and can do it, and he's a must. I god damn hope that they can get him. All right, dogs, tell me what you think. Cheers, guys. Take care.